All right. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for jumping on the call tonight. If you can turn your cameras on, that'd be amazing so we can see all your faces. So we are super excited to be here tonight. We've got some really great stories to share with you, some testimonials. Every week we have new testimonials popping up, so it's super cool. And I am so excited to be able to share with you tonight. So let's get started. What are we sharing about? I'm just going to share my screen here, get some more people popping on here. But we are sharing about, you guys can see my screen all right? Perfect. We are talking about Tranont. What is Tranont? Tranont is actually a word that means to change lives. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now is like tens of thousands of lives being changed. I love that I have new testimonies in my inbox every single day. It's phenomenal. It's been so rewarding and fulfilling to be able to be sharing these products and sharing our mission to change lives for good. Our mission is to impact 1 billion lives for good in our first 30 years. We are only 10 years in and we are just getting started. We're currently in the US, in Canada, in the UK, India, and Puerto Rico, and we are seeing lots of further expansion into this next year that we're super excited about. I'm just going to put this in a different present mode here so you guys can see it in the full screen. There you go. That's better. Hey. Okay. So we have 3 pillars to our company. We have a wealth pillar where we focus on wealth education and services to help you create a safer space for your money and also to ensure that you have money in the future. We also have a health pillar. I just got one of the dogs shoved in here. A health pillar where we are seeing these impact products. We have some massive impact products. We're only going to share a few with you tonight because we would be here all night to tell you all about the different things, but we're going to share 3 impact products tonight to share with you some of the things that are happening when people get their hands on these products. And we also have a community pillar, which is really cool. So we are it's called Lift Where You Live. And we are super excited to be working in communities all across the world where we are creating a better world for those people in the community. We have a commitment to quality. We're gluten-free, non-GMO, ethically sourced, cruelty-free. Most of the products are based on raw whole foods. We have proprietary formulas. So we actually have, like on our collagen alone, we have 7 different patents. Like nobody has the formulas we have, which is why nobody is seeing the testimonies, the insane testimonies that we have, which is super fun. So we have third-party validation. So we are always having all of the products third-party tested to make sure that what you see is what you get, nothing extra. We have tens of thousands of success stories. So we can invite you to testimonial groups on Facebook where everyday people just like yourself are sharing their testimonies. And we have new ones every single day, which is super awesome. And you're able to search on there and find what maybe are some challenges you're looking for, or not looking for, but maybe you're experiencing that you need some help with. So we have 4 different product lines. This is our core product line. And we're going to talk a little bit about this product here called Enrich. Enrich. So, you know that most people are dealing with some sort of digestive issues, whether they even know it or not. So put it in the chat. Like, what are some digestive issues that maybe you or someone you know suffers from? It might be indigestion, heartburn, simple things like that. Or it might be as far as IBS, Crohn's, diabetes. It can be all sorts of things. So what this Enrich does is it's a full spectrum enzyme, plant-based enzymes that breaks down your food to the smallest molecular structure so that your body can access the nutrients in there, but it also has stabilized prebiotics and probiotics in there so that we can actually absorb the nutrients as well as have proper elimination, because a lot of the times our bodies become toxic because we're not eliminating properly. And then that wreaks havoc in our body, creates extra inflammation, all kinds of stuff. So this is an amazing product. We're going to go through just quickly this little video here because this video gives you an example of what it does. It shows it right before your eyes. So anytime you're eating cooked or processed food, you don't have the enzymes in your body to break it down. You need to add those enzymes. And so what you'll see is the pudding break down to a smallest molecular structure. It's going to go down into a liquid. It takes like 1 minute. It's extremely effective. And then when it is a liquid, you see it's kind of gross, but you see the bubbles coming off of it. You see it's breaking down right before your eyes. And that allows the body to actually access the nutrients from the food. Okay, so anytime you're eating cooked or processed food, there's no live enzymes in there to help your body process it. And if you maybe have like sensitivities or skin issues or anything like that, you could be potentially having some digestive issues and your body's not accessing the nutrients. And that could be potentially because you are deficient in enzymes, not necessarily because you are allergic to something, but because you're deficient in the enzymes needed to break down that food. And so here you see there is 11 different enzymes. There is whole foods in there. There's chelated minerals and stabilized prebiotics and probiotics. It's the most effective formula on the market. And we are so excited about it. And I'm just going to bring on a friend here to share about her experience. So I am going to ask Jen to come off mute and share her story of the struggles she was having before and what she is experiencing now.
Thanks, Jen. So I have been experiencing I have a dairy allergy. And so what that means for me, and it's been for 10 years, for me, that means I can't consume any kind of dairy. It immediately sets off an asthmatic response where I can't breathe very well and I start coughing, very much like a whooping cough sound. I get all sneezy, runny nose, itchy eyes, like it's instantaneous. So I was given, I've tried the Enrich, and I took it at lunch and I took a dose at dinner. And then at dinner time, I ate a little bit of cheesecake. And it took me an hour actually before I started to have a little bit of symptoms. So I thought, okay, well, that's very delayed because normally the moment it touched my lips, I would be starting to have a reaction. It was that severe for me. And now I am very excited because after regularly taking it for another day or two, I could actually eat an entire Dairy Queen mini blizzard without any symptoms whatsoever, nothing that lasted several days or anything like that. So for me, this has been a huge, huge game changer that I can now eat all kinds of dairy. I can go out for restaurants and not have to worry about being accidentally ingesting any dairy, which actually did happen. And they thought, oh, well, margarine is safe. Doesn't have any dairy in it. So it does, but yeah. So I'm very excited that this Enrich is such a game changer for me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm going to also ask Lana if Lana wants to come off mute and share her experience. She's been using the products just for a very short while, and I'll let you go ahead and share what your struggles were before and how it's helped you.
So I think I started taking the Enrich about, is it a month ago? Maybe almost 2 months now. I don't remember how long it's been, but even with being somewhat forgetful. So sometimes I forget to take it at lunchtime. So even just getting the 2 doses a day. So prior to this, I suffered from IBS-C, IBS-D, which means that you swing from having drastic bouts of diarrhea to constipation and somewhere in the middle. And the middle never seems to show up. You either show up on one side of the swing or the other. And prior to this, I had been suffering from, I was actually worried I was going to be diagnosed with Crohn's because I had postprandial diarrhea. So within 30 minutes of eating, I would be violently ill in the washroom. So since working on my diet with a metabolic balance program through Jen as well, and then adding the Enrich, I'm not bloated anymore. I'm not constipated. And so long as I'm eating properly and not eating stupid stuff that I shouldn't be, like the sugars and the bad stuff. When I say stupid stuff, that's what I mean. But just eating regular foods. So when I'm eating regular foods, I'm not running to the bathroom, being sick right away after a meal. I can actually eat a meal and not worry, where is my closest bathroom? Because if you've had some of those digestive problems, the first thing you do is map out the washroom. And I don't need to worry about that as my first thing anymore. I would hesitant to say that I'm normal now, but I'm a whole heck of a lot closer than I was before.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Lana. It's good to hear you share your story for the first time tonight.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna move over and talk about one more product, and we're gonna have another share happen here. So let me just share my screen back again. We're gonna move into our beauty line, but I want you to keep this in mind as we think about our beauty line. Our beauty line, we know that what is happening on our skin is a direct reflection of what is going on in our gut, right? So if you ever heard of the gut skin axis, put it in the chat if you've heard of the gut skin axis. So what's going on in our gut is a direct reflection of what's we can see what's happening right on our skin. And so the Enrich, like number one Enrich to gut healing, gut helping product is going to be the Enrich, but we have another one that's really cool. So our Glow, we have seen phenomenal results with our Glow. It is the number one collagen on the market. Let me explain to you why and why we need to supplement with it. So one of the reasons why we need to supplement with collagen is because as we get older, our ability to produce collagen in our body decreases. By the time we're 40, we're barely producing any, if any at all. And it is the structural protein in our body. It is in everything. So we hear about collagen being part of the beauty line stuff. But however, one of the things that sets us apart is the fact that ours is a medical grade collagen. Most collagens on the market are cosmetic grade. So they're not going to have the same deep results and the fast results that we see. So we're seeing results in as little as a couple of days, a week, 2 weeks. I know that we've read on the bottom, we've checked out all the ones on the market, and we have read on some of the bottles of collagen that you must take it for at least 5 months before you will see any results at all. And so we think it's pretty cool that people see results within 1 to 2 weeks with our Glow. And so what kind of results we see, like better sleep, better gut health, better, because it's like the collagen is part of our gut lining. It's our bone matrix. It can actually help with things like preventing osteoporosis and actually remineralizing the bones and the teeth. Like it is a fantastic product. And so ours is a type 1 collagen. Why we want type 1 collagen is over 90% of the collagen in our body. Over 90% of the collagen in our body is type 1 collagen. If we have an abundance of type 1 collagen in our body will make all other necessary collagens. So it is the only one that we need to supplement with. And ours not only has 10 grams of protein additional to the 11 grams of peptides. But our collagen is hydrolyzed with fruit enzymes to make it into the smallest molecule possible for our bodies to be able to have maximum absorption of it. So things like powdered collagen, pill form collagen, those have even the highest quality one on the market is going to have about a 30% absorption rate. Our collagen has between 90 and 95% absorption rate. So you can see why people would have such a more impactful result is because of this. And then ours also has hyaluronic acid. It has a clinical dosage of biotin in it. So most collagens on the market that have biotin in it, that they're advertising there's biotin in it, it's actually just there for marketing purposes because it's not going to have that clinical result from the amount that's in it unless there's 4,500 micrograms of biotin in it. So if you have a collagen that you're already using, check it out. How much biotin is in there? Because if you want the results from the biotin, you need 4,500 micrograms. We also have a whole antioxidant formula using whole foods, things like pomegranate, Indian gooseberry, instead of things like ascorbic acid, which is a lab-derived isolate of vitamin C. So it's not even the whole vitamin C product, right? So this is what makes it separate, sets it apart, and why we have such fantastic results. I am going to ask Krista to come on and share her story because it's phenomenal. And then I'm going to show you guys some pictures because Krista has shared some pictures because you're going to hear her story, but seeing it, oh my gosh, it blows your mind.
Isn't it exciting?
Yes.
I love it. And I love actually the hair picture I sent to you. I had just updated with today because you guys wouldn't know, but
awesome. We'll take a look at that in just a sec.
Had started taking Glow just before Christmas of last year because my best friend Leslie had kept talking about it. She came to visit me and she looked extra beautiful. And I said, why does your face look so amazing? And she says collagen. I said, great, I would like some, please. So I started taking it, and because you could actually see my scalp almost probably to about here, like right through. So I have, you can't really see, but I have new growth all along my hairline. My hair's been thinning for years and years and years. So I am so thrilled. So that was the reason I started taking it. But then I have had all this other wonderful effects. So I have had psoriasis since I was 8 years old. Never in my life have I had clear legs, and my legs cleared mid-January and have stayed clear now. I've been on it for 4 months. So that is super exciting. I did notice on my arms, you can't really, I don't know if you can see it. So I actually think as my body heals, I'm pretty in tune with what happens with my skin. Because like Jen said, what's going on in your gut is a direct reflection. So as I heal different layers and introduce different products, it did actually get a bit worse on my arms, but it's a very specific reaction that I know to be like a cleaning out reaction, like a detox thing, where like a healing crisis, I think is what it's actually called.
Yeah.
And it is now on the mend. So we should be, by summer, should be clear. My legs are still clear, as you can see in that picture. It's phenomenal. And Jen, I was listening to you talk about the bone piece, and I just realized, let's see, in 2020, I actually gone to the dentist and I had a bunch of periodontal work done. And we discovered that I actually had a bunch of bone loss in my lower jaw, and nobody could explain why. Could be genetic, but I almost lost one of my bottom teeth. And I just checked and it was loose for a long time, and it is no longer loose. Like everything is much healthier in there. I had a bunch of work done. So I work really hard for my oral health. Yeah. And it is, just realized just right now that there's no movement in
That's
this
amazing.
bottom area.
Brand new
So
testimony right here.
That's right. Also makes me very excited to add the oral care bundle, which I am getting because it's on sale.
It is. Buy one, get one free right now. It's amazing time to get in on the oral care. We're not going to talk too much about the oral care, but since you brought it up, it has a formula or a mineral in it called hydroxyapatite, and it actually remineralizes your teeth instead of filling holes, which is what fluoride does. And so it actually regrows the minerals in your teeth that you need to give that strength in your teeth. So that's super cool.
Awesome.
Okay, I wanted to share a couple other pictures just because pictures are worth so much, right? And so you can see here some more photos of what taking the collagen has done for people, because again, what's happening in our gut is a direct reflection on our skin. Like we can see it on our skin. I keep saying that backwards. But here's a couple more pictures that I wanted to share because we were talking about the skin and Krista was sharing about her skin. But if you also have something like eczema or know anyone that's suffering from eczema, this is actually a picture of a child's leg. So yes, the Enrich can also be used with children even. So if you have any children in your life that also suffer from things like eczema, Enrich could be something that would help with that. And then Reese is a girl in our community who really suffered with bad acne, and she found that with Glow and then eventually adding in Rejuvenate and Renew, she had tremendous results. As you can see, her skin tone is even changed. The inflammation is down. Obviously, the acne has resolved itself. And I added in a picture of myself because I was really shocked when I went back to December and grabbed a picture that I had taken of myself in December and then to now, and what a difference it has made in my own face, my skin, my color. For the first time in my life, I don't have like droopy eyelids, guys. I've had like genetically have these droopy eyelids, and I somehow have changed genetics and been able to tighten it up with collagen. So maybe it was just collagen that I was missing. Who knows? But phenomenal, phenomenal results. We love the results that we are seeing. And so that is the Enrich, that is the Glow. Rejuvenate is a one and done cream. So if you are a person like maybe me, who like always has great intentions when buying products for like skin health products, yeah, but then I never stick to it because I am not going to do a 5-system thing, even a 3-system thing, just not working for me. Rejuvenate is a 1 system. We actually have a cleanser and a cream, and it replaces all creams, day creams, night creams, eye creams, the retinols, all the things, the vitamin C serums, all the things. And so it is a one and done, gets everything done and makes us look fabulous. It's been labeled Botox in a jar. So I'm happy with that. And so that is another product that I thought I'd mention because we have it, like we see the results right here on the screen. Rejuvenate is amazing. So you will see that. We're going to just talk about one more product because it is definitely an impact product. So Mojo and Zest, they are our nootropics. And so it's an all natural drink that has naturally derived products that help boost energy, improve mood, and focus. Hands up if you would love to boost your energy, your mood, your focus, and curb those cravings. Yes, right? And so Mojo and Zest. Zest is like a refreshing lemonade beverage. Mojo comes in chocolate or coffee flavored, and it is phenomenal. And let's just talk a little bit about that for a moment. So the Mojo and Zest actually increases your body's natural production of dopamine and serotonin. So that's the mood part, right? And then we have, Jen says Mojo is her rocket fuel. Yeah, so I take Zest before I work out even, because I'm not necessarily needing this energy boost, but I'm telling you, it is like the best pre-workout I've ever had in my life. I feel like I am on top of my game. I am not out of breath, and I can push way harder. So not just for those who are suffering, it's also great for having an impact on your health, even if you're already in a healthy state. So we can all use that little bit of boost. What does this say? Lana says Mojo is what allows her to people in the morning. Yeah, right. Yeah. So in all I always, when I'm drinking my Mojo, I just sing a little song and I'm like, the best part of waking up is Mojo in my cup. And my family laughs at me, but that's like plays in my head all the time. And so Lisa, when you posted that the other day, I laughed so hard because I sing it all the time. And so, and everyone thinks I'm crazy, but it really is the best part of waking up. So, so this is an amazing impact product too. Do we have anyone on the call that would like to share their experience? We have a couple people who have shared in the chat. Maybe, yes, Sabrina, hop off. We're going to hear from Sabrina for the first time.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I haven't been able to make it to too many of these calls, but got my little one down early tonight. So yes, Mojo has been amazing for me. I actually ran out of it and have been out of it for almost a week now, which can never happen again. And so I've gone back to drinking coffee this week. And every single day I am crashed at like 11 o'clock. So I wake up at 6, make my coffee about 6:30. And by like before noon, I am just like slogging it and needing to have another cup. And then ready for bed by like 6 p.m. When I was having the Mojo, I went through 2 cycles of it, and it was like totally, like you totally look forward to having it. I would sit down, I'd put a little bit of my like oat almond creamer in, and a little like dab of maple syrup, and I would just sit there, and it was like, yeah, just energy. I would take it before my runs, and the energy is long lasting and no crash, no midday crash ever when I was taking it. It's crazy. Yeah, I love it. And my husband does the Zest.
And I just started putting Enhance in it. And oh my gosh, it makes it so creamy and delicious.
What does the Enhance do besides that?
Yeah. So the Enhance is an MCT powder, a coconut amino acid powder. So it's like a brain booster, but it is like so creamy and delicious. So it doesn't have dairy in it. I don't believe it has dairy in it. It's got coconut aminos and an MCT oil, and it is so good. And some amino acids in it. That's what's in it. Mm-hmm.
And the Mojo and the hot chocolate and even the Zest say milk on the label, but I have dairy, like I have dairy intolerance too, and I have found that it hasn't been bothering me at all either.
Yeah, it has a molecule of dairy. It doesn't actually have dairy, like the protein that most people are sensitive to. So yeah, it does have that warning, of course, because we have to, but yeah, I haven't had anyone have any issues that does have any sort of dairy complications. So awesome. Thank you for sharing, Sabrina.
Yeah.
All right. So we've talked a lot about the different things and what people are experiencing. Pop it in the chat of all the products you saw, or like, did anything inspire you, or did you think of anyone who might need these products? And, or, is there something that you would like to try that you haven't tried yet? We have tons of Facebook. We have 3 different Facebook groups to share testimonials. Change Life is one of them. So if you are not in a testimonial group, absolutely, whoever invited you here tonight, make sure they add you so you can go see what other people are experiencing. So you can begin thinking about what might help you, what might help those around you. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. Put it in the chat. Just say yes if this is you. Are you a person who has an amazing experience? Maybe you go see a fantastic movie. Maybe you go to a restaurant, and like a brand new restaurant that just opened, and it is like you're just having the best experience with it, and you just can't wait to go home and share with your friends. right? You're going to post it on social, or you're going to be sharing it with your best friend, messaging them saying, you guys got to check this restaurant out. It was phenomenal. Like, I know I went to last week was my birthday, and we went to a new escape room. It was awesome. I think I told at least 5 people about it. You know, the thing is I'm not going to get paid for it. Right? I'm not going to get a kickback. But one of the cool things about Tranont is we get rewarded for sharing with other people and helping people experience the products and helping people be able to get that. So in order to get the products in your hands, you can either, if you just like it a little and you're like, yeah, I want to give it a try, you can become a customer. Or if you're like, oh my gosh, I know 10 people that need this, then you might decide you want to become an associate. So it's very simple. The only difference is that when you are an associate, because you get the same discounts whether you're a customer or associate, but as an associate, you get a free website where you can start earning commissions when you start sharing your fabulous results. So when you share your pictures and you share with people what's happening in your life and what is making a difference for you, they're going to want that same difference happening in their life. And you can start creating some residual income by referring the products out. So here in Canada, we earn a 50% commission on customer points. So what that looks like is if you had 10 customers just on our collagen alone, you saw the fantastic results people are getting on our collagen. If you had just 10 people that didn't want to become associates, but they just want to be customers, that's totally cool. You would be earning almost $500 a month in residual income just for sharing. And they are going to thank you. I will tell you, everyone who I've shared these products with messages me probably once a week saying, thank you so much for introducing me to the products. They have changed my life, right? Like, it's phenomenal. So, but if you're someone who wants to, and then of course, some people will want to become an associate, right? Some people will be like, oh my gosh, I want to share this too. I want in on the actions, brand new company here in Canada. And you have this opportunity to grow with us. When you help others get started, you access these Smart Start bonuses. So when you help someone else get started, you're going to get a Smart Start bonus when they jump on board as well. So that's super cool. We also have a 10 and 3 bonus. So we have 7 different ways to earn here, but one of the ways is through this 10 and 3 bonus. And this you can do every single month. It is not just a startup bonus. So you can earn $1,280 just by sharing with 10 new customers and having 3 people say, yeah, I want to be on board with you because this sounds super fun and cool. And we're changing lives together. We have another really cool thing here. So Krista, did you want to share what happened to you today?
I sure do. I bought my new Jeep today.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Yeah. So what rank are you right now?
Right now, this is actually my 2nd month that I have re-ranked to Jade, and I'm running for Opal this month. And I just plan to keep on ranking up as I build my business.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So so most companies, like if you're familiar with direct sales, you'll know that there's always like some sort of program where you get some sort of bonus. But typically what we see is the top 2% are the ones who earn this bonus, right? So you have to wait till you're part of that top 2%. And that means 98% of you aren't going to get one. What's really cool here is it's super easy to rank up to that first level. And when you rank up to that first level, you get access to a Jeep bonus. So Tranont will actually pay you to drive around in a Jeep. How cool is that? Starts at $450, goes up to $640. So at the 3rd level, that increases to $640 a month. They will pay your car payment. So you also get team bonuses. So you see with the magic formula of 10 and 3, you can actually earn over $3,000 in your very first month, having 10 customers and 3 associates. How cool is that? So just to give you just a little snapshot of what's possible, because some people come in and they just want that Jeep payment. Maybe you want that Jeep payment, a couple extra dollars. Maybe you just want to pay for these products that you just absolutely love and you want to sit around Opal Hill here. Well, you have access. You would be getting around $1,000 a month in payment. And that can, maybe you want to just like, maybe a couple $1,000s a month would help you. Couple thousand, these are just base pays too, guys. You can make way more than this, but this is just base pay at these levels. So this is the base pay at Ruby, and it can go all the way up to hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. There is no limits to how much you can grow this. These are monthly, by the way. These are not annual incomes. These are monthly base pays. So how, hands up if this would change your life. Absolutely can be life-changing, right? So, and we are seeing, we have mega momentum right now. We have tools like I've never seen in the industry before. We have an app. We have a launch system. We have a 60-day social media campaign to help you get started. We have a whole system and Facebook group to help you get started and be on your way right away. And so to get started, if you were to start with an associate pack, one of the other perks, so you get the free website. The other perk that you have available to you is enrollment packages. There is more than just these. This is just a handful of the enrollment packages. I think the biggest thing that people regret after, I know for me, the biggest regret I had is not getting that platinum pack. So I know everyone who got the platinum pack was like, I'm so glad I got the platinum pack. Yeah, Sabrina's nodding her head, right? So I was a cheapskate and I didn't want to invest that much. I was really cautious. I'm a huge skeptic. And though when we signed markup, because you are actually encouraged to work with your family members, so you can actually double dip on volume in this, which is phenomenal. And so we did get the platinum package second time around. So we got a second chance and we did get the platinum package, and I was very grateful for that second chance. But if you have any questions or I'm laughing at Chris's comment here. Yeah. So if you have any questions, I will stay on just for a couple minutes. If you guys do have any questions or comments you want to share, if you want to share about what, you know, what surprised you or what you maybe want to learn more about, if you are wanting to get that an enrollment kit and get started with sharing, go ahead and put sharing in the chat. Oh, I'm reading Sabrina's comment there. Why wouldn't you do that one? I know, right? That's where we're going, man. That's where we're going. Why wouldn't you just do that? Come on, Sabrina. So funny. Okay, well, I don't see any questions, so I'm going to close the call, but thank you so much. Please reach out to the person who invited you to the call. They will love to hear what what you found interesting. And if you want to get started on the products right away, they will be able to help you get started. If you're watching the recording, reach out to the person who invited you and let them know. What are your thoughts? Thank you everyone for coming. Have an amazing night.